Hello YouTubers, it's Bill. Today is Friday, the 29th of April 2011, and I'm here in the kitchen and we're going to make today leek soup, leek potato soup, and we're going to use the turkey broth from the last turkey we made, or maybe that's chicken stock, right? There's a lot of it there. It's probably turkey broth. Of course, you know the first step in making leek soup is take a leek and trim it and dice it. There are many techniques for trimming a leek in half so that you can rinse it off well, and that's one of them. We always use unsalted butter when we're making potato leek soup, but I don't know why. It's gonna make a lot of chopped leeks. Well, I was right. That is a lot of leeks. So the next step is to take the leeks and put them in the saucepan and simmer them. To mellow out the flavor of the leeks, to add a little more spice, I like to use yellow onions and red onions if I've got them. You know, I am a manly man. That's my story. And the fact is, I'm crying right now. And no, it's not because of the royal wedding. I decided to make the soup today to cover any possibility that you would think I was crying because I was happy for the royal family and the royal couple. So I'm making onion soup today. Nice cover, Bill. These vegetables, the onions and leeks, will simmer for about 25 minutes or so. By then they should be transparent. Next comes dicing the potatoes. These are going to be coarsely diced because I'm going to blend them later anyway. And I'm going to leave the skins on because I think that will add a little more flavor to the leek soup, even though a traditionalist would peel the potatoes first. Or perhaps just a person who was a little bit less lazy would peel them. Yes, that's a lot of potatoes. I'm pretty sure. Let me do a flyby here. That's a lot of potatoes. We'll be putting those in the stock pot after the broth goes in. And the broth is melting, but slowly. So I may drain some of this off and heat the bowl with hot water and see what happens. How about a little garlic? Wouldn't almost everything be better with a little bit of garlic? I thought so too. You know, potato leek soup is an Irish meal, and so I think of course we should add some of the Irish spice to it just to make sure it's okay. Let me measure some out. That's good. All right, now I'll add a little bit. Perfect amount. Oh, there appears to be some left over in the measuring cup. I guess I can't pour that back in the bottle. That would be wrong. Honey, what should I do with this? Hearing nothing, he proceeds on his own merit. The recipe calls for a pinch of white salt, kosher salt. That's what this is. I'm going to add that now. The recipe calls for white pepper. I don't have white pepper, and I'm not really worried about this being an all-white soup. So I'm going to add my very preferred coarse ground black pepper. What's that look like? A teaspoon? Half a teaspoon? I don't know. So this is the soup that I made. I don't know, I have to check the recipe, check the videos to find out when I made stock last. This might be turkey stock. Might be, I don't know. You'll notice that like every good chef, I properly label my stock. So I can tell by the label right here when it was made. Oh, whoops, I didn't this time. All right, baby, melt. Okay, so where are we? We've cooked the potatoes. They're cooked here. There are more potatoes and the onions and the broth here. So now it's time to puree them. I'm going to do that in this device. And then save the chilled, pureed potato leek soup in something. So that's the basic plan. You put the potatoes and the broth in there. You lock this thing in and you give it some go somehow. And so there you have it. This is a giant 2-gallon bowl of potato leek soup with red potatoes and leeks and some other onions. I didn't get to use all the potatoes. I ran out of room in the bowl. Otherwise I would have had some. In fact, you know, I think there's not room for this in the bowl, which means, you know what I'm thinking, don't you? I may have to test it to see if it's good. Maybe it needs salt. Who will know if I don't tell them? Anyway, thanks for watching, YouTubers. This was potato leek soup made April 29th, 2011. And thanks for watching.